Welcome in all of you pathomorphologists. I can say that word. It is so hard to say. All of you guys are pathomorphologists. God, that's really hard to say. Welcome in to Autopsy Simulator. We have been sponsored today by Team 17 to bring you the world first speedrun of Autopsy Simulator. I have been routing this for about 6 to 7 hours of speedrun. I have a note, like a speedrun notes of up to 13,000 characters of this run. I'm probably going to be estimating this to be about maybe a 3 to 4 hour run, maybe between 2 to 4 hours. I do not know, because this is my absolute first speedrun. I've got myself extremely comfortable with how this game is running, like, you know, the kind of the inputting system, like what you got to do, like how you can speed things up, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. But let me talk to you a little bit more about Autopsy Simulator before we get into the meat of the speedrun. So Autopsy Simulator is a first-person horror simulator. It's also a hybrid where the players take on the role of a practiced pathologist and study case files created in collaboration with real-world forensic doctors to help and guide their dissection of anatomically accurate bodies. I can't say anatomically accurate bodies to determine each subject's cause of death. Later on in the year, there's going to be an autopsy-only mode. So for those who literally just want to learn about autopsy, you can, but that will be later on in the year. It's got like a proper like narrative-driven story, and there's like a simulation gameplay as well. It's following the gripping personal mystery of said person, which we'll find out very soon. And they're also going to be performing, like, say, medically accurate autopsy procedures vetted by literal certified pathologists, which is absolutely amazing. And the actual kind of the story mode of this game is called Dead Memories. So Dead Memories is basically like, you know, kind of what is this guy's story is the best way to say it. And it's Dead Memories Autopsy Simulator standalone story mode. Players will experience the haunted tale of Jack Hanman and journey through the psychological horror of Jack's personal demons. Our Dead Memory story mode offers a unique combination of simulation and psychological horror elements, merging realistic medical simulation gameplay, spine-chilling moments. Literally, spine-chilling moments at one point, no spoilers. So, it's going to be awesome. Once again, thank you to Team 17 for sponsoring us to learn and perform this world first speedrun. So, I think we're about ready to go. So, all my fellow pathomorphologists watching, are you ready to see this kicking off? So, to trigger the start of the speedrun, we should probably get a timer first, shouldn't we? So, give me 1 second to activate my live split, which is this right here. And I just need to position my my bit. Okay, bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to make sure that there's no extra bars or anything intruding. I need to bring it up a little bit. I actually need to condense it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. That should be good to go. Now, before we do anything, I'm going to make sure that everything is cleared. So we've got our history cleared. We've got our times cleared. We've got our summer best cleared. Also, I did mention about my notes, right? Yeah? I did mention about my notes. Would you like me to show you something that will, like, actually confirm? Welcome to all of my notes. I wasn't kidding. I've been writing hard today. I know. I wasn't kidding around. Right, let me move the chat positioning as well. We can move it. You know what? We'll move it about here. Sure. There we go. Let's move our chat just about there. That should be fine. Yeah, I've been going in. Let's commence the speedrun. I have made a bit of an autosplitter as well, so the only thing that we don't have at the moment is a final split. I'd love to talk to the devs to make sure that we can get some more speedrunning data classes, but that's for later. So there will be a manual split at the end of the game. New game. Let's do this. Let's do this. This is the first speedrun of the game. So we're immediately into prologue. So, once again, our name is Jack Hammond, and we're basically like the only kind of like pathologists of this area. Like, you know, we're the ones who are going to be performing all the autopsies and carrying out, finding out the case studies and all sorts of stuff. So, there's some more underlining things going on at the same time. Things that I can't talk about too much yet. This bit of the prologue we cannot skip. If you are wanting to get more understanding about the story, which we are going to be skipping a lot of the dialogue and a lot of the story, it is worth getting the game. You can do !autopsy in the Twitch chat right now to find out more information about where you can get the game. It comes out tomorrow by the time of recording on June 15th. It'll be out tomorrow, June 6th.
Record a lecture for my students now. I'm feeling completely broken.
So he also does record his autopsies at the same time and does like voice recordings, video recordings. Bathroom, that's the one. I need to read my notes. That's a good idea.
Okay.
So,
Time to pull myself together.
we need to, so left out the door, get the camera, put it on base. I forgot to write some stuff, didn't I?
I need to
Yeah, I forgot to write about getting to the bathroom there. Right, either way. Now that we're at the door, we're going to be getting our camera from the storage room. Whoops! Speedrun's going well. So apparently I didn't need to get the pills in the first bit, so oopsie doopsie. So we now need to go to the storage. I know PB Padlin, I'm sorry. This camera. I need to write down camcorder next time.
hit the record button this
Okay.
time.
So now we have to put our camcorder on the camcorder stand because we're going to be aiming it towards where we're framing the camera at the autopsy body. There's the body. Nudity filters are turned on as well. So if you are a Twitch streamer, yes, nudity filters are on. So your TOS safe. It's all good. Thank you, Team 17. Thank you, Woodland Games. So we've got to frame it. And
This should be fine. November 20th.
police folder on the table after looking at the chalkboards.
Welcome to the
This
autopsy
chalkboard
room.
here.
Today you will have the
So we need to look at each one and skip through the dialogue. And then we can exit out, and then there's going to be the police notes here. And what we got to do here is basically click on it and right-click on it to literally just advance through all of the dialogue and exit out as quickly as we can. The gloves are going to be next to the chalkboard, but that's not what we need to do yet. We need to look at all the photos, which I haven't done yet.
That's it.
There we go.
It's worth remembering the context.
Now we put on the gloves, and we need to get the photo camera that's next to the left drawer of the desk, which is just here.
There you are.
Essentially what this is going to be, that everybody that we have, we need to take like proper evidence of each part of the body. So we have to do one full big shot, and then we do all the individual parts of the body. So we got one here, and you see that little pulsing, that means that you have to zoom in. So we got a right scar on the side, and then we got the feet,
Probably because the subject
left hand, which is going to be over this way here, and a left side head wound, just there after zooming in.
That's
Perfect.
Interesting. It will be necessary.
Bringing all the photos over towards the photo board here, so you can quickly spam all the keys there. We're going to click the body, and we need to mark all of the things that we just basically taken a photo of and put it on the body. Once it gives us the information for it. So inspect the areas of concern. So we've got to press tab, and we've got like different items of interest that we can use to do the magnification of the body and stuff like that. So like we're getting more information as we're like looking in closer. So now we need to go down to the feet, and then we can press shift and mark those bits. That's what we need to do now, basically. Okay. Once you've marked all the bits, click on the mark and wounds, and then you can exit out. And then you need to do the rigor mortis test, which is essentially, yeah. So we need to go click on the hand, and then this is where like QTEs are going to happen. So you need to keep it inside of the bars, basically. There are a few QTEs throughout the game.
Now let it go. As you can see.
So that is one of them. Yes.
What's the conclusion? Death must have occurred more than 72 hours.
Okay, so I think we're good from here. Then we need to go click on the body again, and this is where it's going to get a little bit ew. So if you're a bit squeamish, this is where you want to look away, okay? There will be a few times that we do cut some skull opens, and we are going to cut and dissect into body parts. So if you're not comfortable, this is where I say just turn away for a little bit.
the skin and the top of the skull.
There's the
Now,
brain.
some
There we
pathologists
go.
prefer to examine organs
And now we're going to dissect it. So it's time to cut into
For me,
brain.
It's much more convenient to examine them on a board.
So we've got yet another QTE here. So what it's going to be is that you've got to keep that little circle inside of the bars, basically. Right. And then we're going to click on a second post-it note. I think. No, post-it note. Oh, here. So we go over to the body with clipboard again.
The fatal accident out as well.
Okay. So click on the body parts. Click on each number text. I did. Cut brain, back to body. Click on second post-it notes. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Then we're going to go click on the body one more time. And we're going to select the scalpel. And this is where we're going to cut open the body. Yay. You can just literally just scroll over it. Like, as long as you are getting all of the parts.
All the way to the ribs. And
there we go. And now we're going to peel back the skin, which is super lovely. And like all the goopy. And then we need to get the loppers and remove the ribs.
Quite a satisfying
and then we need to get the... We need to look at the lung. Look around until you get a little circle.
They are not the cause of
and then you got to try to point what bit on the lungs, I think it is. Crap. Why is it not doing it? Mark the damage on a clipboard. I should be, but it's not giving it to me. Uh-oh. There. Oh, boy. Yikes. Oh, there it is. The trachea. The one place I didn't look right. I need to write that down in the trachea. Okay. So, from here we need to now do syringe.
Good time to collect some samples.
And this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using a centrifuge to try to see if there's any kind of inconsistency in the blood work, basically. So we need to get one from the eye, one from the heart, and one from the bladder area, which is near the groin. Absolutely. And now we need to go bring it over to the centrifuge. After getting the notebook first, yes. Okay, so click on the stomach, click it all, click the trachea. Oh no, right click, head to office, corner of the desk, back to the autopsy room, centrifuge, vial spinner, yes. Then we need to set it to 15 minutes and then 70% speed. And then wait for it to be done, basically. Okay. God, I need to read all of my notes. There is a lot. Honestly, there is a lot going on here. So much going on. So here we go. 15 up to 70.
Okay.
There we go. And start the centrifuge. Yes. And then after we've done this, we're going to get the vials and then look at the heart and the stomach.
The fuses again.
Oh yeah, we might need to go back. Oh, yeah!
Where were we?
Oh, no, we don't need to do that now. By the way, sometimes there's a few little jump scares. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway.
Everything's separated as it should.
Everything's fine. You need to do, like, races that have a map reader. Kind of, maybe. Right, so we don't need to do anything with the vials right now, but we're gonna get the heart, look at it for a while, then back out. Here we go. So now we can back out again, I believe, because there's nothing to inspect about the heart. Then we need to go look at the stomach just to see if there's anything about it. We can back out and take it over to be examined, I think. No, I lied.
The stomach has no major external damage.
Now cut it open. Okay, now we can back out and cut it open, yes.
We open the stomach along the greater curvature.
So it's always a stomach that you have to, like, it's always a different QTE. But if you got to imagine, like, you're going to be cutting open a wide thing, so it's kind of zigzagging it for you as well. There we go. Now I've got it back.
Large amount of gas.
Then we're going to return back to the table and right-click out of the clipboard in a second. I keep on forgetting as well, you can advance the dialogue a little bit as well, so just keep on spamming space. That will advance the dialogue a lot, basically. Okay. There we go. And now we can back out. Return to the table, right-click out of the clipboard. No. We need to do trachea first. That's the one.
At first glance,
okay.
trachea looks normal.
Oh yeah, we need to look at
Same
it
result
first.
as with
That's
the
what I need to do.
stomach. The external inspection
So
resulted
many
in the same
things.
thing.
So many things. Trachea examination. Now
This
we
time
got the
we'll put on a
clipboard.
tray.
Now we got to bring it back out. So you got to bring the
We'll cut
clipboard up
inside a
every
small
single time
orifice
before we do the
trachea.
actual
It must
examination
be
of
a
it.
precise incision.
Cut.
Be able to cut with the very tip of the blade.
Delicious.
And after careful examination and deduction,
Delicious
we've
trachea,
got
am I right?
clogged trachea. It's time to summarize the whole thing.
Now we return to the table, and now we got to do like the final analysis of
Based on
like
the report and
how they
preliminary
died, basically.
documentation,
So we're gonna
it's
try
safe
to
assume
click through, wait for all of the marks and wounds to come through,
then the
and then we need to
gastric
kind of like
contents refluxed
figure out
and
what the
airways
actual cause of
causing
death is.
That's why we're
So in this
looking
time it's
about recovery position
asphyxiation,
dawn parties.
and then you have to mark what the cause of death is. So in this case, because it's asphyxiation, it's an
Now it's
accident,
all clear.
and we can go Nico.
Mystery is solved.
Heart.
But for us,
It was a terrible heart.
this is not
You
the
can
end.
draw a little swiggle, but I wanted to at least
That
sign in
body
Nico.
needs
It's
to be
fine.
cleaned up. For this,
And skipping through the dialogue. Oh yeah, we need to sew back up. So, time to put the flaps back over. And then we get our needle.
I'm using the baseball stitch technique. This stitching method is very
Yeah, the
strong
baseball
and quick
technique
to do.
on the body. Lovely stuff. Then we back out twice.
Now
Yeah,
we say
signed
goodbye to the
Nico.
deceased and
Aw.
Put them safely in the fridge, ready for
Close the
next
door,
stage of
put it
their
in the
journey.
freezer,
God, I'm
and make your way out.
Drop
Time
the
to
samples
close
off the
now.
lab on the way to the bar. I'll call Stephen.
Time to go to our car.
Don't feel
Easy.
like drinking along today.
That is the prologue. And that was about 11 minutes and a bit. So let's see if we get a split in a moment. There's in-game time removal. Perfect. So I've even got load removal as a part of this run, which is pretty damn sick, actually. So there will be an in-game time and an RTA time, which stands for real-time attack, which is basically when you start the game, when you end it, that is full time. And the other bits is load removal, which means that, you know, all the loading screens have been removed. That skull has blood. Oh no, there's a lot of skulls. Oh no! Buy the game! Buy Autopsy Simulator. Tomorrow it releases on Steam. There's a link in the chat if you want to find out more. This game is being published by Team 17, who are sponsoring the stream, developed by Woodland Games, and it comes out tomorrow. If this does intrigue you, get it on your wish list, and let's see how the rest of this run goes, shall we? Silly Skelly, you have no skin. You can't do an autopsy on you, I know. When's it supposed to split? Very soon. This is kind of like the precursor just before Chapter 1, and one split. If this works. Damn it, it didn't split. I need to see why that's doing that. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, I don't know why it didn't split, but that's fine. I will just have to manually split for the meantime. So I messed up the code somewhere, it seems. It's fine. Unless... No, I have no idea. Doesn't matter. I'll just manually split for the meantime. So basically, when it's in that loading screen between the chapters, that's when it will split. So it'll give me something to look at a little bit later. Once again, I'll try and get this ready for public resource tomorrow. So for people who may want to speedrun this, but obviously didn't work out as well as I wanted, it's fine. It's fine. Can't get everything right first time, can you, for coding? So, right, then we need to go over to the phone. And we're going to skip through a lot of the dialogue. Then we need to go back to the bedroom and click on the bottom drawer of a little box on the drawers near the window. There we go. You're inside the skeleton is outside you. It's in a bony prison. You know what? I'm 32 years old and I've never heard of a skeleton being a bony prison. Huh. Of course. I mean, you do you, honey boo boo, sure. Okay, so we need to get that photo there. And we're going to get this envelope right here. Once the dialogue has concluded. And we're going to be bringing this out to the post box that is outside. It took me a while to figure out where the actual, you know, the photo of Alice was. Because I don't really look at trinket boxes half of the time. So it's kind of funny to me. Like, where on earth is the photo? I have no idea. That was like the only thing that kind of tripped me up a little bit. So for those who are wondering, where on earth is the photo? It's in that little compartment drawer in the trinket box. So don't worry. I've got your guys' back. I've got you guys back. Your brain is a lump of meat, piloting a bone mech with flesh armor. That's such cursed knowledge. That is such cursed knowledge. I don't like this at all.
This helps, Charlotte.
I mean, I kind of like it, but do I like it? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All done here. Time to go.
I am genuinely curious if there are like different scenarios because
Jacket.
I think there's different dead memories. Don't quote me on this. I think. Again, for the any percent that I've done, I believe that I'm doing this correctly for an any percent. So, kind of maybe, but there might be different endings. I don't know.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, at some point this area will really look like Silent Hill, so it's kind of funny actually. Oh, by the way, this guy's Ridley, not Ridley Scott, but Ridley. So just so people don't get confused, Ridley Scott's not in this game, is Ridley, okay?
Leaves the window open.
Check your messages.
So I'd better check the answering machine.
Okay, here we go. Now we need to spam space and then click on the muffin afterwards because it's our birthday apparently. Happy birthday! Can we get a happy birthday Jack in the chat, please? Because he's got a birthday muffin. Let's go. Happy birthday, Jack. Where's the candle? They couldn't afford a candle. The candle is the bodies that they're dissecting, basically. I don't know. Then we're going over to the camcorder to aim at the body over here. Thank you, Sliver Baron. Appreciate it, buddy. Then we frame it. There we go. Then we're going to head out. Then left click. Then the police folder near the body. There we go. 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we need to prepare the body. We are going to disrobe him. And we get the photo camera from this point onwards. Again, thank you for the nudity filter. Thank you so much. As per usual, we got to take a full body photo to make sure that we can have a good concept of what is going on. And it's time to take photos of the individual bits. So, we've got neck bits here. Then we've got the hand. And we got the stomach. The feet and the left shoulder. So we've got to go around to this side to be able to do it. There we go. We've got to put them on the photo board. And then we're going to click on the body afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Body.
Notes prepared.
And now we're going to get the magnifying glass again and do all the things. So, spam through the dialogue and right click. That's the fastest way to get through this after you selected a thing. There we go. 3, 4. And then down to the feet by pressing D. 5. There we go. Once we've done that, we're then going to be getting the clipboard from here. Marking all the bits that we've just observed. And then looking at the marks on the wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a second.
A blood test will no doubt.
No weird grabby toes. Not this time. Not this time, buddy. Okay, so. Put down a clipboard and continue the autopsy. Okay. There we go.
Use the good old UV lamp.
UV lamp this time. So. You don't see this very often, but like in autopsies, you use a UV lamp to make sure that you can see if there's any specific markings on the actual body. So, we can't see anything at the moment, but it's important to do a thorough examination. There we go. Now we need to click on the hand to do the rigor mortis test. Ray the Great, good to see you, friend. Welcome on in. Lacking big toes rather impede your movement ability. That's true. Oh, here we go. Oh. So you got to move. You got to move the mouse as you're doing this. It's not just a click and hold. It is a move the mouse whilst you're clicking and holding situation for this. Done. And click on the fourth entry of the clipboard I've wrote, but I don't think you need to. Right, now we need to open up the body, so we're going to get the scalpel. Select the scalpel and begin the cutting. Here we go. Good. I've nearly all cut it. And Arena, thank you so much for the 159 bits. Appreciate it, friends. We've condensed our alerts just for today so that we can focus more on the speedrun. But I appreciate the 159, friend. Hopefully you're doing well also. Welcome into some gutsy action. Haha! Gutsy, get it! Anyway. Sorry, I had to throw in a pun somewhere today. I spent so long writing out the speedrun, I need to, like,
It's a wonder
cool myself down. So allow Nikoheart to make some puns. Am I right? Didn't think I have the guts for that one. I'm so sorry. 100% made a tile, potentially. We don't know yet. Now we need to go get the office book again. So one thing I will mention as well is that this game doesn't have any run mechanics. So this is your casual speed of movement throughout the game as well. So I know some people will probably going to be asking, can you run in the game, can you not? This is the full speed. Okay, so the centrifuge this time is going to be for 15 minutes and 70% again. Here we go. Your heart is in the right place to spill them guts out like that. Thank you, Shadow Pockets. You know, I made these all myself, kind of. 15, 70... There we go. Start the centrifuge. And then head out to the exit sign, it says.
The laboratory is already open.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Further door on the left. And we're going to the storage room. Because the... you know, the power's out, basically. So we've got to restart it. Here we go.
And then the left.
1, 2. Done. Now, oh god, I just saw my arm there for a second. I got jump scared by my own arm. I'm speedrunning. I left the game, I left my position too quickly and my arm was still there. Whoops. Oh yeah, the radio. There we go. It's only in speedrunning that I, oh yeah, oh, Jack's office, oh. Okay. I went to the wrong place, so we need to go back to our office, basically. Whew. It's often that I get speedrun by unintentional things, not since, I mean, welcome to speedrunning, am I right, really? You never know what's going to happen. Okay, so I can't skip this little section here. So far, we're in about 20 minutes of the speedrun. And if you guys are inquisitive about getting this game, you can go to !Autopsy in the Twitch chat and find out more information about the game. Once again, as a point of recording, on June 15th, the game will be out tomorrow. So by the time you lot might be watching this, the game's already out. But if you are intrigued, go check it out through the link that's right there in the Twitch chats. And go get it wishlisted because it does support the developers. And I'm actually very invested in this as a speedrun because I've been putting a lot of energy into this. So I'm genuinely curious to see what time we get. Once I can get like the absolute perfect run, I genuinely would be curious what the time is. Genuinely curious. Right.
What?
Oh yeah.
What's happening?
Quiet. A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay Bridge while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish Prison. At the moment, we do not know the exact number of victims or whether any of the convicts escaped. However, the scale of the accident indicates a large number of victims, possibly even fatal ones. Police are on their way to investigate the incident and secure the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their execution, which was to take place tomorrow morning. Many of them are very dangerous criminals. We will report on the matter on an ongoing basis, so stay tuned with us.
What? Steven, was Red Pete one of the passengers? He was, wasn't he?
Oh boy.
What if he survived?
Jack, I have to go. You want me on site?
What if he survived?
I gotta go. Talk to you later, okay?
Ooh, okay, now we need to go to the bathroom because obviously that was a little bit too intense for us, so we need to relax, basically. Okay. You have to wait for a second to be able to take the pills because I've noticed that if you do it too quickly, it might not register that you have taken them, so you will just need to give it a second for the prompt at the top to actually appear. Alright, once we have done this, we then need to go back to the autopsy room. And it looks like we need to click on the radio to the left. Okay. There we go. Also, we do have some ads running on Twitch, so thank you for those who are watching the ads right now. I'd report about it. Yeah, no, that's true, Glagonog. That's very true. Yeah, of course, Anarina, of course. Like, I'll keep you updated of, like, you know, what, how the run will be and everything, and what the kind of, like, the timing of it is, so I will keep you in the loop, okay, buddy? Okay, now, we need to head out to the lab. So this time around, like, we don't just have the vials and that's it. We're actually going to be, you know, trying to get, you know, actual lab reports from the vials of the, you know, the separated blood from the plasma, basically. Now, from here, we got to do 5 each time. So we need to set up the pipette and change this to 5. And each time we do each one, we add 5 in. So here we go. What we do is we hold left click, wait for the bar to come down, then you can drop it in and then let it out. You don't have to do it this way, but it's one of the ways that you can do it. You can just like drop it in there constantly, but I want to keep it to as OG as possible, where you have to like not let any air in or out. So you could do it like this, actually. It's kind of funny because technically, yeah, it's actually just getting rid of the 5 that you just did, if you know what I mean. So either way. Now from here, we're starting to do it again. So the legit way, down it goes, in it pops, and we got 15. So after that, we're waiting for the chromatograph. That's the one. I can say the words. Now that we got the results, we go back to the autopsy, and I think it's actually time this time to perform the autopsy. So we now need to let's see. Okay, so it's not alcohol, so we've marked that as not a potential cause of death. From here, we're now going to be getting a syringe and obtaining 2 more. So we're going to get some for the heart in a second. Oh, syringe, heart, and the liver this time, I think it is. Yes. Popiter, welcome to the stream. We got our intro sound effects off at the moment because we are doing a little bit of a sponsored stream, but welcome in, Popiter. Right, so now that we got the syringes, we need to go back to click on the liver this time. Okay, click on the liver, look at it, then we need to weigh it. That's the one. Okay, weigh it. I think. Wait. Oh, no. Look at it first. That's the one. Yes. Once you've looked at it, then you go and weigh the weight delivered. Got it.
Let's check the weight of the organ.
Senior civil servants in an email chain. Oof. Sounds like it's been a busy day. L Crabs. This game certainly delivers. Ha ha!
The weight is 1,500 grams.
It flopped. That joke flowed just as much as that liver did. Joking, buddy. Oh, dissect the liver. How's it going, L Crabs? Welcome to the stream, mates. Lovely to have you. Yeah, so L Crabs, this is a world first speedrun. We got last minute asked to speedrun this, and at the moment we've got about like a 2 to 3 minute speedrun, which is pretty cool. Popiter, thank you so much for the gift of something long. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Right, what do we have to do now? We have to look at the hearts. And Dravigon, welcome to the stream as well. Okay, so we look at the hearts, and then we got to go back to the clipboard.
We can see signs of a heart attack.
There it is. Okay. Now that we've done that, you get the Winners World Record in making. Yeah, because this will be the very first run ever, basically. At least one that has been recorded on Twitch.tv, am I right? Great stream to watch while eating. You and Klaganark, by the way. You and Klaganark are very inquisitive about this eating experience of this as well, so... You know, more power to you, right? More power. Yo, barely here. Most disturbing part of this is the fact that it's where we all end up no matter what. That's true. Kind of. 10, then 75. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we just got to wait for it this time. It did barely here. Welcome to the stream as well. Busting a guy over here with all these puns. Bloody good they are. Hey! Shadow pockets. Okay. Right, so we got to collect the samples from the centrifuge. We can take the samples to the lab. And then we got to head to the labs. Perfect. So to the lab, back to the same rack. And this time around is going to be 6 milliliters per extraction of the pure blood. There we go. So set it up. Move it over to 6. Dravigram, thank you so much for the 15 months as well in a row. Thank you very much, buddy. Alerts are off temporarily, just as a heads up, but I appreciate your generosity and your kindness. Thank you very, very much, buddy. How'd you find the project stuff last week? Your stream helped you out so much during the studies. I'm so glad to hear that you got your studies done, buddy, but of course, I'm glad we're going to be there as a presence in the background. Regardless, I'm proud of you, man. Good to hear that you got your studies done. And the final project done. Everything done, mate. Like, hell yeah, let's go. Right, into the chromatographer thingamajiggy, that thing. Get the printed results. And then we can leg it out. Go back to the autopsy. Yes, okay. Now we got to click on the stomach.
The test show
Which is this thing here. That's a stomach in a second. There we go.
The question now
Visually double. Could you hide the browser source that you just added in the next loading screen? Hide the browser source. I could do that just now. 1 second. There we go. See if that works, yeah? We'll find out. Okay, good.
Now cutting out the organ, which will move to the
now we've got to cut open the stomach again.
Normally,
wonderful.
the stomach and intestines
Thanks for
are
noticing,
full of
Dennis. It's
surprises.
hard for me to figure out all of the things, but I'm glad that you're on top of it. Was it just the DJ alerts, or was it the other stuff? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. All good, mate.
But not this time.
Okay, so inside the
Serum
stomach
needs
this time
undigested
are,
food and a
unfortunately,
dense
some
mass of
pills. So at least we know a kind of like a root cause, and now we can go. I think we got to just return to the autopsy. Yeah.
If I don't
Oh no.
take my pills,
Yeah, so we have to go back to the bathroom this time because seeing the pills inside of the stomach was a bit too much for Jack here as well. So once again, we do need to calm down. Master thesis, but that's due in 6 months. Should be done in about 1.5. You got this, man. Like, I know that. Like, it's gonna take some time to do, and there's a lot of work and everything. But once it's over and done with, then you got it. The dinner on the table seems a bit deorganized. Ha ha!
length and width normal.
Amazing.
No obvious
Ah, that's a funny joke.
undigested
Right, so from here,
stomach
we now need to click on the lungs,
normal. No lesions.
then the trachea,
Trachea is normal.
and then the small intestine,
The
yes.
deceased's intestines
After that, we're then going to
no clear
get a
pathological
saw.
changes.
So once again, if you're not comfortable with,
Brain.
if you're not comfortable with like brain cutting and stuff like that, do look away now, please.
Some skull and remove the brain.
Yum. Ew. Ew. Yummy. Ew.
Brain is
Yummy.
normal.
Delicious. Ew.
No obvious signs.
Time to cut the brain open.
Needed to
Here we
section
go.
the board. Using a knife, I carefully cut through the brain
Oh my
tissue.
god. The sound is worse. I know. Like, as I mentioned as well earlier on in stream, like, you know, they've actually, like, you know, based this off, like, real applications of pathology. So they're trying to make sure that, like, the sounds and everything are as realistic as possible, basically. So they made the simulator very, very good. Like, very, very good. Yeah, so it was created in collaboration with real-world forensic doctors to guide the dissection of anatomically accurate bodies and determine each subject's cause of death. Really clever, really cool. Now, we need to go and ask where the basement key is. So we've got to go talk to Ridley. Head all the way down to the double doors. Activate the dialogue. Back to the first door on the left, and the key is on the countertop to the left. Okay. For brain teasers, is it for some reason? Okay, so I'm assuming that we've done this right. Perfect. Now we've got the key. So we need to be a little bit closer to it. Oh, head to the basement. Right, the basement is outside. Okay, I'm kind of on track with where we are now.
Why did the prison convoy have to get into an accident? Jack, take a deep breath. Deep,
Everyone take a deep breath.
cool breath. You're nearly finished with the autopsy. You
Okay,
can
so we now need to
hold
unlock this
I'll
lock.
take the side.
And here comes another QTE, by the way. So this this basement door is very heavy. So you got to put in all of your arm strength into this.
Fuck, it's jammed. Doesn't anyone do
It does have like a psychological horror aspect to it as well. There is a little bit of a thriller for some aspects. Dragon, so it does have the kind of like the big encompassment of it all. Another QTE? No, that's you, Rosenhunter. That's you. No, you. No, you, okay?
It would be easier if I put
Also, Kagamine, did I say hi to you? I don't know if I did. Good to see you. Welcome on into the stream.
Damn lectures and their fucking
Okay,
props.
so what is next from here? What's going to be next? So, we got, now that we've got the
He's already sleeping.
spine saw, we now got to go to the body again, and we need to actually execute using the spine saw on the spine. Who knew? We do have another QTE, which says that we got to do slow clicks to keep up with the bar, then QTE. So here we go. Ready?
I'll move on to if you're on this one.
So slow mouse clicks for this one. There we go. Lovely. Then click on the post-it notes afterwards. Oh yeah, A. Here's the QTE. A. And A. Bosh, we got a spine.
The spinal cord was not.
Yay, we got a
This shows
spine.
the marks around the neck.
And now this is going to be an overdose. This is what it is. So
Ladies
now that
and
we've got
gentlemen,
that, we're going to sign it as suicide. Sign it with a little squiggle, and we need to finish up by closing up the body, by closing the flaps. There we go. And getting the needle
It was a help and comfort.
just going over the body, and we are good to go.
Done for
To click on the
today.
body and
Thank
freeze
you
it away.
for your attention.
Yeah, so this game does have like a nudity filter on. So it's not always on, it is a toggle. So if you wanted to play a game like this game without the nudity filter, you can turn it off. But obviously for the compliance of Twitch and the terms of service, the developers realize that, like, you know, we can't always be showing
Good night, Mr.
certain body parts on stream as like a pure focus. So that's why we have the filters. So thank you, Woodland Games, for providing us with that nudity filter. Appreciated. Busy Plays, welcome to the chat as well. And now to start loading the cadaver with candy for one hell of a pinata. Delta Muffin, please! Ew. Ew. Right.
Cold. I guess I should.
Let's see if it splits this time. I'm curious if it does, because if it does, then it means I messed up something for going into Prologue 1 to Chapter 1. So
Didn't want to go out for a drink tonight.
we'll find
So
out.
I'll drink my
But
whiskey in the company of my TV.
I'm not sure.
Ah, shit. I forgot the muffin.
Oh no! Jack forgot the muffin!
My street food. I'm sure
Boo!
he'll be as happy,
What a
thankful
bastard.
self tomorrow.
What a bastard. How could you forget your own muffin? Damn.
What?
Uh-oh.
What? What the fuck? But I.
Muffin and whiskey
I
actually
love
sounds like a
it.
banger combination, kind
I'm
of.
sure of it.
Kind of. So, by the way, that was all of Chapter 1. That was all Chapter 1. No split this time, so I'll just manually split. Seems like my splitting logic isn't working, but that is no issue for the meantime. Oh my god, I know why. I know why. I forgot to add one code. I'm going to add that in right now, actually. I know what I did. I need to go to this one here and add... Oh, where is it? It's on reset that I need to do it. I think it's here. Reset. No, where is it? Where is it? Oh god. I am foregoing my speedrun just to get one little bit for... Oh yeah, I know what it is now. I needed to put this on start. Clause just here. Which basically resets every chapter I've already been to. That is what caused it. So, I need to get rid of this. Completed splits. That's it. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to manually split for now, but now it'll work just fine next time. So, it happens. Again, one little line of code and that's it. So, essentially, somebody broke into our house and stole our money. Yikes. So, from here on out, we need to... obviously, we're very distraught by this, so we need to calm down for a little moment. Here we go. God's sake, I knew it was one code. I knew it was just one code. I feel like that might have, because I saved it, it did kind of like pause the time for a little bit, but we'll forgive it for now. I can do another run later on maybe, and we can see like what the proper time will be and stuff like that. Skipping through the phone dialogue, and we're good. Now we need to wait for the TV to do its ghosty goo stuff. There we go.
What?
It wasn't me, okay? It wasn't me. Now, because we've had a bit of a ruckus in this bit, we're going to clean up after all the intruders of our property. Because, yikes. It's not nice having somebody, like, you know, come in and steal your shit, basically. And then we need to spam the cutscene. And after the low scene, head out to go to the bathroom pills. Okay. Here we go. I think it should be very immediate. Yep, here we go. Yeah, the TV had a soundbar. Like, that's how you know, like, what era we're in, right? This happened on his birthday, yeah. That's just how messed up it is, right? Like, it was a guy's birthday, man. He had a birthday muffin, and then somebody broke into his apartment. Like, it's so uncouth. It's unseen. Yeah, I'm very aware of that. Like, I'm very excited to start using that warn command because I'm it's going to be a very great moderative tool. And I'd like to trial it out at some point. Just to see what the end user would see and stuff like that as well. But for the most part, good on you, Twitch. Good on you for adding some more protective tools. And what does warm do? It makes you a hot chocolate, Dennis. I know. If only Twitch could do that, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Amazing.
Maybe a bit optimistic. I'd better grab a coffee on the way.
Well, speaking of hot chocolates, maybe Jack will get a coffee. I don't know. We'll find out. Right. What else can I mention about the game here? So, as I mentioned earlier on, later on in the year, not on the point of release, there is going to be a mode that is going to be specifically autopsy-only mode. So, if you don't want to go through the story or that aspect, you can just, like, do pure autopsies. Which is pretty cool, actually. It's pretty cool. Like, if you want to, like, you know, become... Anybody else hear that? Or was it just me? Anybody else hear, like, a ghosty goo laugh at me?
The body needs...
Y'all hear something? Y'all ready for this? Alright, so from here on out, we need to put on the apron. Then put on the gloves. Yeah, nothing happened. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Then we need to get the voice recorder on the desk. And then we need to look at the police folder and look at the photos. That's one, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. And now we get to open up the bag. Whee! Lovely stuff. Hi, how you doing? Unzip, unclothe the body, and then we get the photo camera from the desk drawer. Here we go. It's just normal in non-autopsy room. It probably is. I managed to just close that. Whoops. There we go. Scrolling up my notes here. So now we've got some specific photo points that we do need to take. So full body shots. Then we got the right side body, which is just here. So we got to zoom in. There we go. Then we got the right hip around here. I did the wrong bit. Lol. Then we got the face. There we go. Left foot. Thank goodness for, like, you know, free scroll wheels on the mouse, because that'll take a lot to obviously scroll in and stuff. But that was nice. DM'd awesome. Thank you for testing, guys. I'm intrigued to see what it looks like. And oh yeah, the chest here. There we go. And from here on out, we need to put the photos onto the board. There we go. Good. There we go. I accidentally clipped off the game there. That's fine. Perform the autopsy. Right. So, from this point onwards, we need to go and use the magnifying glass to inspect all the things. Whilst also, once again, once we've clicked the things, we then need to spacebar and make sure that we can back out as quickly as we can. Because we've got like 6 things, and one of the things I think is like 7 or 8, so we need to get through each of the magnifying bits as quickly as we can before we can actually do the rest of the autopsy. So from here we get the clipboard, and we mark down all the things that we've just noticed, which is 6 bits. Good. And I think it's going to start doing the possible causes of death after we've looked at each of the marks and wounds. And I think that's good. So from this point onwards, we need to leave the body and get some... what was it? Wait a second. Did I get everything? Put the clipboard down and continue your autopsy.
After all,
there we go. So I think there is a little bit timed here and there as well. So that is my interest some people as well. We need to take like fingerprints of the dead body because we need to compare it to, you know, somebody who might be in the police database, so we can actually get a, you know, the MO and stuff. So this is a horror game, basically, yeah. It's a psychological horror, yes. Mixed with like an actual simulation of, you know, performing an autopsy, like, you know, pathology, what's the word I'm looking for? Forensic doctors and stuff like that as well. Like, it has like a lot of, a situation where like they've actually done a lot of research surrounding it, you know what I mean? You missed a fair bit, no worries, no worries. Like, hopefully I can give you all the information that you need. I can do you a bit of a spiel in just a moment once I've painted it all black so we can get ready for imprinting. There we go, that should be good. Or not. I think we're good. No. Entire palm with pigment. There it is, okay.
I'm getting fingerprint samples.
And trying to get fingerprints. There we go. So yeah, so Autopsy Simulator is a first-person horror simulator hybrid. One second. I will do the rest in a second. So we need to put this in here, send it off. Then we need to go to the PC in a sec.
I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speed.
There we go. It's now in here. So we need to do the second fingerprint now. And we got to try to like compare each of the actual parts of the fingerprint to make sure that we can get a match, basically, if that makes sense. All right, here we go. Right. It's a first-person horror sim hybrid where players take on the role of a practiced pathologist and study case files created in collaboration with real-world forensic doctors to help guide their dissection and anatomically accurate bodies to determine each subject's cause of death. I hope that answers your question. Yeah. Alright, get the results so we can confirm that it is the person's name. So we need to return to the autopsy and to the clipboards, I think. And it would actually, instead of Dane Joe or Jane Doe, it will actually put the person's name. From this point onwards, we're going to need to open up the body. So we're going to be scalpel-ing. Oh, no, not yet. We need to just get a syringe and go for the news. Delicious. So once we've done that, this is a bit of a new situation. So we're not going to take it to the centrifuge. We're going to be taking it over to the microscope so we can look for very specific things that are inside of the, you know, the plasma and the blood cells, basically. So if I recall correctly, we need to bring it about here and aim to that. And that's all we need to find is basically a diatom that's inside of the the white cells and the plasma and the blood. And that's kind of like a confirmation for what is going on within the carcass of the body.
The presence of diatoms in the brain samples taken indicate that
there we go. And from here we need to go back to the body and time to scalpel the body. Perfect. So Falling Link, obviously, like, I know that you kind of work like around the hospital areas and stuff like that. Have you, I was going to say, have you seen anything like this before, or is this kind of like any kind of interest to you at all? Because I'm always intrigued. I'm always intrigued. Right, time to get the loppers. Now we need to get the lungs here, I think. No, we need to get a syringe. So the syringe is for the lungs. That's it. Once we've done that, then we can remove the lungs and look at them. Okay. So we want to see if there's any circle. There is. So once we backed out, then we will be able to mark exactly the point of where we saw that on the lungs. Then we can back out. Locate the bucket in the storage room. That's it. So when we go back to the
it's clear how far it's progressed.
Ooh, I bet she was going a little bit droopy there. Oh, bucket.
Has anyone been here? I hope no one dipped a mop in it.
You know, I'm going to skip the dialogue just for a little bit as well. We got to go to the lab sink because what we're going to be doing in this stage of the autopsy examination is that we're going to see if the lungs float. That way we will be able to know if there's any kind of like lung damage or any kind of you know, situations that the lung may have befalled. So,
Oh Jesus!
oh boy, spooky, scary. I didn't like that. Did we even fill the bucket with water? I don't know. Yeah, she's not supposed to do that. Yeah. Scary lady. Cleveland. Yike.
That's enough.
Right, where are we at for our run right now? So we're just under an hour at the moment. Not bad. We're currently in chapter 2. We've got 3 more to go. I think chapter 4 is the longest, if I recall correctly, but we still got a little bit to go for the most part. I think this could be about a 3-hour run, probably. Yeah. You think we may have the wrong body? I mean, it corrected itself at the end of the day, so I don't know. Are the spookies randomly generated? I'm going to say no, just because like they have been kind of one and the same. I think they are scripted jump scares, but let that not deter you from your initial playthrough of the game. I'm only going through fast so that I am activating the triggers very quickly, but you may never know when they're going to trigger. You may never know, okay? Right, from this point onwards, we're going to be, I think we're getting the lungs back, yes.
Fluid could have entered the
there we
lungs
go.
during panic attacks.
To tell her not to move during the whole autopsy. I'm sorry, my mistake, Pudding Kitchen. I couldn't help my erroneous error of telling said lady. I'm so sorry. I tried my best, but I can't be the best forensic doctor or pathologist ever, could I? I mean, look at me. I'm trying to move my mouse up and down as quickly as I can. Okay, so we like we did for the blood, we also need to see if the diatoms are in the lungs and the lung muscle. So, once again, we're going to go to 100 zoom. It's going to be 12 o'clock brightness, and then we focus. And there it is. Nice. Is a full-bodied experience? I believe that's just the game as it is, Dennis. I believe it is.
As expected.
There we go.
In solution, the
like, I'm interested to see, like, if you just do pure slow movements, if that'll be enough for, like, you know, trying to go over those QTE kind of bits, but haven't tried that yet. Return to the autopsy. Now we are going to be doing the heart in a second. We need to rule out third-party involvement, so that's good. Time to look at the heart here. Go back out. Point it out on the heart as we have done. And we right-click out once we're done. Then we get to these livers. Okay. Oh, the liver does have damage there. Which is just at that point. And then the stomach. I think it was the stomach. No, sorry. Dissect the liver at the desk. It's half. Okay, you know what? Let's try it. Going slower actually is better than going fast. Okay. So pro tip for speedrunners who are wanting to get in this game. Don't throw your mouse over. If you go slow, that is just as adequate, okay? Just as adequate. Okay, so we did the liver. Return to the body. And now we're going to inject syringe into intestine. Here, there we go. Delicious. Then we're going to click on the stomach. Have a look at it, which is kind of bloated at the moment, so we can't do anything about it. But once we've looked at it, then we're going to dissect the stomach. Alright, let's see if I go slow. Yeah. Just keeping your mouse slow is actually a ton faster. Damn. Well, a little bit of a speed strat there, actually. Thank you, Dennis, for making me think of that. Nice. First left from the office for the notebook. Okay, so the notebook is going to be in the same place every single time, by the way. So it's always in Jack's office, and it's always on the corner.
But in a centrifuge for a change.
Now it's funny because I believe you do need. I don't know if you need to get more information about like the actual diatoms or whatever it is, like, you know, and all the different centrifuge adjustments and dials. I had to figure it out manually for the sake of, you know, just trying to go faster and I try to get things working. But most of the time, they, the time and the speed are static. I think they're static each time. So this one will be 35.
Okay, this is one last little
35 and 25 minutes. There we go. Yeah, so these values are always static.
I'd have her do it. I prefer
After we've done that, we need to go get the sample to the lab and to the rack. 3mm on this, on these ones, or just this one. Press F and then click paper, and then back to body. Cool. I've tried to keep my notes as kind of like as minimal as possible, just so that I can not write so many characters, because you can imagine otherwise, outside of like the 13,000 characters, that it might take up a lot of notes and stuff like that. So I kept it quite condensed. Okay, so now we need to get the syringe and we need to set up the pallet to be 3mm. Milliliters, sorry, not milliliters. There we go. And then we use the pipette. So we're going to hold the left mouse button, then bring it down. Then we spam F going all the way through. As soon as the black screen comes back up, we click on it and then head back to the body from that point. Yes. Now we need to do the trachea.
The results are quite clear.
After we've got the notebook, so here we go, trachea. Look at it. Then we're going to dissect that as well at the same time. And cut. Delicious. And there's a ring inside. Now, this is where it gets super interesting, by the way.
Quite standard from the outside.
Okay, so I should... There we go. So, I'm going to skip the dialogue just a little bit here, but what is going on is... You know that Jack has been kind of mentioning about a specific kind of lady, and there's been kind of like information about somebody called Alice. That was Alice's ring inside of that dead body. Why was the ring there? Why was the ring there? Why was it in somebody's dead body? We don't know. Mr. Ridley, goodbye. I just skip all Ridley's dialogue, by the way. Ridley's actually quite the character. Like, when you get to play the game normally, it's, they are quite the character. But, you won't really get to hear much of him. Sorry to the voice actor Ridley. I'm speedrunning. I do apologize. Okay, so I think from Yo Mikado, welcome into the stream. Good to have you. Sound effects and stuff are off for the meantime whilst we're doing this leader sponsor segment. So just as a heads up to you, buds. But welcome on into the stream. Now we need to go back to the telephone. Here we go. Wait, answer telephone and skip. Then we need to go to the bathroom pills and then the trash bag.
Steven, pick up the
Look at my
fucking
desk.
phone.
Oh no, we can't skip this one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, can't skip this one, but this will be where the next chapter splits. Because of my erroneous code that I forgot to add in, this will have to be a manual split, but we can do that once again at the point of the paused game time.
1 sec. You mean burglary? You said nothing was missing.
Yeah, you can't skip this one. So
I
now
know
you guys
that.
can get a bit more story lore
I
here.
don't know. I was jittery. Maybe I didn't notice. I don't know, but that's not the worst of it.
Calm down, Jack. Breathe. What happened?
I found
This has been a good run
the
so far, isn't it,
trachea of
right?
the deceased I was working on. Do you understand? I pulled it out of a dead woman's trachea.
And in the chat, you can pull the exclamation mark autopsy command to find out more about the game. That was the worst segue I've done. I love it. Exclamation mark autopsy in the chat.
I knew it. I knew it from the beginning. This is going to happen. I didn't make it up.
Jack, listen to me. Try to calm down. Don't leave the apartment. I'll be with you right away, okay? I'm on my way.
What sane person would do something like that? How? And when? When the fuck? Fucking Ridley lets in whoever he likes as usual. What are you saying? Steve?
All right, now we're good. Okay, so
Man.
I believe this is where... Oh, no, we need to click the desk. Whoops, I just lost a bit of time. That's fine. Okay, now we sit at our desk,
Jesus.
pour a drink, and that will be
What's
where
going
chapter
on?
3 starts. Just got dead serious. Good one, Chatterbox. It's nice. Now, something I should mention as well. There is no, like, skipping cutscenes. There's no skipping the dialogues. Like, you will be listening to all of the dialogue. I would be intrigued if the developers do add anything like, you know, skipping a scene at some point, maybe for speedrunners. Or maybe for people who don't want to listen to too much of the story, even though, like, it's kind of like you're playing a story-based situation. But regardless, if it is like a little bit of a speedrunner mode, then it might be nice. That was a very dry whiskey. Honestly, props to people who can drink whiskey straight. I could never do that. It's just... Yeah, exactly that, yeah. Okay, we ready to split? And split. There we go. So we're now an hour into the speedrun, into chapter 3. So this is going very well so far. Right, the first thing we got to do is we got to wait by the telephone.
I can't do it anymore.
And this time we can skip the dialogue that's happening in the phone. So get ready to spam the spacebar. Again, I'm missing a lot of the actual kind of story about what's going on for this. So if you are wanting to find out more about the kind of the storyline against Jack Harmon, I think it's Hammond and Harmon, then that's the reason for you to be able to get the game to actually kind of enjoy the story more. I'm here to enjoy speedrunning. You see what I mean? You can spam through that. It's so good. Right, there's a trash bag after we get the pills. That's just by our feet. What we'll do is we'll be taking out that trash bag, and then we'll be able to leave the building at that point. So, and after the situation that we had beforehand, it's probably best that we actually close our door, because somebody was able to easily get into our house, and it probably wasn't a good idea. So, yeah, I'd rather not let that situation happen again. Now, here's a fun... Oh, yeah. Fun fact. If you go to this, you don't have to, but I want to show you anyway.
What's going on?
You get a very small breath from Alice. That's why I wanted to show it off. Like, it's so minuscule, but it's kind of very, very, like, foreshadowy, foreboding, you know, that sort of stuff. It's really kind of cool. Like, and plus you get to hear Jack kind of, like, flip out a little bit, like, of a baby scream when there's no baby in the pram. Of course. How many games does this chapter have? Up there. 5 chapters.
I should call her on Friday.
But yeah, so roughly this is around a 10, and like naturally, if you're playing this for the first time, this will be about a 10-hour playthrough. I managed to route it in about 6 or 7. Technically it was around at 7, but I repeated the ending twice because I wanted to make sure that the ending was exactly as it was. But aside from that, like I say, I'm estimating this could be about a couple of hours, probably, which is not bad in retrospect, genuinely.
Christ, this one's heavy.
It's not bad. It's been a while since I've done like a longer run because I don't know. I like my long runs, and like, you know, you got to try to remember a lot going on, if you know what I mean. There's a lot you've got to remember for this run without notes. So, okay, so let's bring the body up to here. This is a bit of a bigger body this time. So first off, the order has changed for what we're putting on. So we're putting on gloves, then apron.
I think I'll skip recording the video for this.
Then we are going to go get the voice recorder.
November 20.
Then we look at the police folder. So as we have been doing it all the time, we need to look at the things and right click out of them to go and just like activate all the prompts as quickly as you can. Bosh, unzip it.
I wonder what condition the body is in then.
Oh yeah, he's got no head, by the way.
I didn't expect this level of.
Then we need to oh yeah, so this is something else that's interesting as well. So this guy also have belongings, which also gets given to, you know, to the forensic people. So there's one in here which is a little hidden pouch of drugs. So we looked at it, but then we go away. There is one item in the shirt, but we're going to get both of them from here for the next one.
Engraved with the police.
Got a lighter.
Stolen. Interesting.
And there's scales there.
Kind of ectasis.
Okay.
Scale.
And something else there. So after we've done that, we need to return to the body, skipping the dialogue, it says. Wait.
Traces of
okay, I just have to look at the back of the t-shirt. Okay, so good to know for next time that you have to observe all of it by looking at it, but then obviously getting all the items and stuff like that. Okay, locate the nature atlas in the office. Okay, so I wrote return to body, skipping dialogue, but I don't think you need to do that. More jiggle physics than the actual body. I mean, the body is dead and they're still, so I can't imagine for them to really have jiggle physics. Apart from the fact that you can do rigor mortis tests and the arm will just drop like that, so... Oh no! Oh yeah!
Oh, that was quick. Nile crocodile.
Alright, so we have compared the scales against the book.
Don't remember hearing of it.
And I believe we can go back to here now, yeah. Pick up the photo camera. So that one actually took me a little bit of time to figure out. So it's nice that like it's very instantaneous. Right, we've got a lot more photo points for this one, so let's see how many, shall we?
I'll begin.
Body on a knock door, you're not paid enough to be afraid. I mean,
this suggested
yeah, we got now like 7 bits. So right, we've got lower right arm just here.
It's unlikely that a human would make.
Then we got right hip.
Nasty.
Then right shin.
Such a wound could not have occurred.
Left ankle.
There are also clear traces of this.
Left wrist. I've even wrote that if you need to zoom in on the bits as well.
Like that.
Then we got top ribs left side.
Kidnapping.
Just here.
Oh, and as expected, there's a bite.
Then we got the sort of like the chest plate bits. The neck.
No head.
The lovely, delicious no head. And middle chest again.
This needs to be investigated.
Okay. Now we're going to put 10 photos on the board here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I think we got to grab the bite marks. And then we've got to go take it over to the fax machine, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to try to copy out the teeth marks that are on the body so that we can try to compare it to maybe one of the crocs that we can see in the lab, basically.
But the World Wide Web
yeah, tracing paper from the office. Yes, okay. Right, I'm trying to remember what we do from here now. So, it says here we've got to go to the office. We've got to first click on the desk. Then we get the tracing paper from here after I reopen up this.
Looks
good.
Like I tidy up after myself.
Then we go over to tracing paper, making some nice, neat outlines of the teeth marks. And then we got to try to compare the teeth positioning now. So, if I remember rightly, we need to be on page 60. This one here. Compare it against. Bosh.
Makes sense.
Then we're going to leave. Okay. Exit out to the autopsy. Click on the body. Then we're going to do the magnifying stuff again. Okay. So, I should mention something about the magnifying glass for against these bits. You do need to be, like, if it is kind of the ones that are, like, close to the right side, you do need to move up your body position over by, again, using the left and right keys, like the A and D. That will give you exactly what you need to be able to find the, like, you know, be able to operate, because you need to be within the kind of the field of, like, the range of the screen to be able to do it. Okay, there's some down here. 3 more, so we got the, if you right click, then you stop magnifying, so you need to be very careful against that. There's one. And there's the last one. Okay, so once we've done that, we need to exit out when we're done. And then put it onto the clipboard again.
It's probably lying somewhere around in the lab.
Right. Oh, no. So apparently head to the lab. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is a funny little bit. I'm not going to give in true detail, but you can probably understand what I'm about to do. We've got to use the silicone gun, as it says in the top left-hand corner, to create a cast of the bite marks around the groin.
Now I need to cover the bite area.
I'm such a child.
From the other wounds.
All right, so now we're gonna be making a handprint thingamajig again of the bite mark on the groin. Delicious.
Paint over the area.
Quite a mouthful gave you there. Ayo. Nice shadow pockets. Ah. Okay, so now we've got it, and from here we need to go put it back into the fax machine.
I'm seeing.
Damn, I think we go over to the computer this time.
Lamp has been a blessing for speeding up my work. I wasn't sure.
Yep, computer this time.
But the world plan. Loading.
Uploading. And the first one's going to be the second image.
Wow. This is well.
Yep.
This is quite.
So from here we just drag these little teeth here, and that's what it is.
Oh, fuck.
Or not. Okay.
Tell this to Steven.
Okay, it's the third image each time. Okay, so I'll need to write that down. I wrote second image, but it's actually third. That is not. Huh. Wait a second.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
No. Is it fourth image? They can't have randomized the actual bits, can they?
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
Interesting.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
Huh.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly. Loading.
It was number 1. Huh. I messed up. I wonder if they randomized positions here. We'll find out, actually. Because here I said there's going to be the third image. If it's not, I'll need to pay more attention to the numbers than anything. Okay. They have changed up the numbers. Moderators, could you give me, could you write down that I need to change up the way that
Maybe not everything is
I do this bit here? It's not just because of the position that they are. They've randomized the entry here. Ha! Good on you, devs. You bamboozled me. There we go. It's the second one.
Loading.
Ha! The more you know.
It'll probably take a while.
Okay, so here I said it would be the third image again, but it's probably not going to be, is it? It's going to be second image, I think. Yeah, deception of the highest order. Oh no! There we go. Okay, God, we got it. We got it. Hey, that is potentially a little bit of RNG in the run.
Finally. Huh?
Oh boy. I think I saw Alice there enough in the computer. Right, now we need to go back to the body, and we need to... Oh, pills. Pills here.
Nope.
Get it, TF2. Anyway. So from here on out to get the pills, and then what we have to do is go back to the body, and then we need to click the diagram and mark the wounds and all this sort of stuff, and then we need to start performing the actual autopsy, basically. Poor guy's definitely getting no head. Nice. Nice. Okay, clipboards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
lacerations, bite wounds.
6.
Maybe something.
Okay, that should be it then. Good.
Away before it bit down properly.
Right, click on the marks on the wounds.
Perfect breeding ground. Allocators
Good.
for
I
humans.
think that should be everything, but trying to double check just in case. Put down a clipboard. Okay, so
Body fat of the deceased.
yep, good. Now it's time for scalpel.
First of all,
Right down the middle.
scalpel.
Delicious.
Chest.
Yo, Izzy, welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome on in.
We see a lot of
We got our sound effects alert off today, just as an FYI, but welcome on into the stream. Pull skin. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, we've got to pull the skin. That's the one. Okay. Now we do the loppers. And now we do... Click the diagram.
Organ size above. The deceased smoked cigarettes. But more
Oh, here we go. We got to look at the bits. Back out. And then we've got to point it out on the actual diagram, I think. Or is that it?
The deceased could have experienced extreme
I think that's it. Okay, do the heart again. Look at it.
Very clear, but similarly to the lungs.
Good. Point it out. Then back out.
In pneumothorax, the heart rate
2 points on the diagram. Yeah, that's what I wrote. Then we need to right click on the liver next time.
And more. The organ is fatty.
Have a look, see, there it is, pointed out on the diagram, which is around...
Oh, that's it.
Okay, so we don't need to. Then we need to click on the stomach this time. Look around and dissect the stomach. Here we go.
Clearly enlarged.
Easy Choo Choo, welcome on into Autopsy Simulator. There is so much to remember in a speedrun, but... Oh, ow. So far, I feel very, I feel like I'm actually doing a big success for this at the moment. So, again, for those who are watching this and are very captivated by the speedrun, if you haven't already, go and wishlist the game on the Steam platform by going to, if you're on the Twitch chat, you can go to !autopsy to find out more information. For those who may be seen on Steam, then you can just go wishlist it below, or maybe even join us. Join us and go get the game. Buy the game. Join the speedrun community. Why not, right?
To be examined.
Right. From here we need to go get the trachea.
It's not damaged by the decapitation.
And we need to dissect that as well at the same time.
Okay.
Delicious wishbone, am I right? I'm 32 years old. And I've never considered the trachea to look like a wishbone. Huh. Okay. The more you know. The more you know. Delicious wishbone, yeah. Of course, okay. Right, it's going to be decapitation this time. Delicious. I don't know why delicious is a thing. We need to write it down as a homicide. Sign. Smiley. And then we're going to sew back up afterwards. Of course, you drop in whilst you're eating dinner. I'm sorry, but I don't know. We're doing it's a video game. It's a streamy thing. I'm having a good time. Oh, there's a signature. There we go. And we got to bring it back up.
Something's not right here.
I know something's not right here.
Even now.
Whee! This bit's so much fun, man. You missed a decapitation. It came in decapitated, so you're just fine, Blind Fox. You're just fine.
And
now we go.
to head home.
What a lovely stroll down Mary Lane into the autopsy room, am I right? Oh, by the way, hi, Achilles Modern Life. Good to see you. Well, welcome on in. Knowledge is power indeed. Also, good night, Ridley. Good night, buddy. Yeah, this is why it looks a little bit like Silent Hill now.
What did I get a flat
Oh, yeah.
tire?
Somebody punctured all of our tires. How nice, right? Doesn't bother you? That's absolutely fine. Like, you know, not everybody is going to like the
You know what happened
process of, like, you know, autopsy or whatever it is. Like, I can totally get it, but like, there are going to be those who are very intrigued. Me being one of them. Go on, get a taxi. Okay. So I thought we needed to go back to our office to go call it, but apparently it's already been called for us. Fantastic. It says to be a cut above the rest. Oh, chapter 4 incoming? Yes. There we go. That was a split. So that was about 18 minutes for that chapter 3. Okay.
It would be easier just to move.
And this time we're immediately at the offices. So we're not back to our apartments. We're just here. Hit the buildings. Traffic dialogue. Walk to the bathroom. Apparently. Okay. Now we take the pills. I had an issue before where, like, I went there too fast whilst the dialogue was still going. I took the pills before we actually had the prompt, and that's what I mentioned basically.
Okay.
Head to the autopsy room and then back to storage room for the camcorder.
Take it easy. Oh.
There we go. So we need to get that little and then we're going to have a very interesting looking autopsy body coming up very soon. That's all I'm going to say because it's not just your it's not Oh god, it's gonna suck. It's not just any body ready for autopsy. It's an M&S body ready for autopsy. I'm so British, man. I had to reference the British M&S. I'm sorry, but that was funny to me anyway, okay? I'm sure other British people are just like, See? Tony Not Step Smith got it.
This is not...
Yeah, you're right. This is not the best framing. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine.
Hello, everyone.
Right, from here, what we need to do is get the gloves. Oh, no, the apron first.
Hamlin is conducting autopsy. Yes.
Gloves, police notes, roast butts. Sick me slays. Did you enjoy the M&S joke?
The exact cause of the fire. The body was not found until the next. The deceased was sitting in an.
When you say what there, what happened, buddy? Or what happened? What happened?
The large quantity of poppers found near the deceased.
Not gonna lie, you did good.
Spread of the fire.
Oh yeah, so we need to spam through the dialogue to get the access to the photo camera. And take the photos. Okay, here we go. Equip the camera. Take a full body shot.
This position is
now we got the photo points, which is going to be the head in frame. Zooming in just a little bit. There we go.
the skin first,
And then we got the neck. Yo, Nettie, good to see you, buddy. Welcome on in. Sound effects are just offered today whilst we're doing this little bit for the world's first speedrun. I hope that you're doing fantastic. Welcome into our sponsor stream as well for today. I hope you're doing good. There we go. And near the knee. There it is. Near the knee. Groin as well. Or near the groin, apparently. Oh, no. That knee. I thought it was going to be the groin, but no, it's the other knee. Okay, so both knees.
In the end.
Onto the photo board for now. We'll get everything logged down. Good.
Must now be straightened out.
And we've got to remove the ropes from the body. Sorry for the carcass. And then we need to perform the autopsy. Yes, so from here.
That's better.
Let me have a look, see what it says. Okay, so we got to do... Inspect the concern with magnifying glass. Magnifying glass. Spam through the dialogue. Press the right mouse button after you click to each area. That's my speed track. These knees? Yes, exactly. And Eddie. This is such a fun speedrun. Like, surprisingly fun. Again, I'm very proud of all of my routing efforts. So it's the first time I've ever done anything routed like this. So... Or like fully routed out a run in like 6-7 hours. It's been a very big effort, but I'm very proud of myself. Okay, so there was meant to be 3 spots on the small head, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, there we go. A good way to tell that you've actually got all the marks on the diagram is by obviously checking for those little right arrows that are being that are bouncing through, basically. No, it's out tomorrow, James. We have been asked by Team 17 to do a sponsored speedrun. This is the world's first speedrun of Autopsy Simulator. World's first speedrun. Going the other way to the labs. Make a cast for the teeth. Here it is, yes. I know. And this was like a last minute ordeal as well. They literally asked me like today as a recording on June 5th at like 8:30 a.m. And I've been doing routing all day to make this happen, and this may be about a 2-hour speed run. We'll see. This is my first ever official run, so I'm intrigued to see like just how long the run will be, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure we will. Okay, brush onto the mold, and then we get the trace paper onto it as well. Bosch, there's our teeth, and then we got to bring it over to the fax machine to scan the dental records in the police records, so we can actually try and find out who it is. Thank God for pixels. Exactly. So thanks to the devs for adding the nudity filter. Am I right? Okay. I think it's found automatically, so I might be wrong in that. Yeah, successful match already, so we can just leave straight away. And now we can go back to the body, and because of like how like, you know, burnt it is, we can't just scalpel it in the normal way. What we need to do is just go straight for the loppers. Now, this is another kind of QTE.
Push hard.
So this time we got to try to do... Press the spacebar whilst it's in the middle of the target area.
Until I
It's nice they're giving you quite a few different QTE experiences through the game as well. Keeps you going, even though it keeps you on the mark, on the money, basically. And Bosch, one more. Then from here, we're gonna go after we pull the skin back and lop at the ribs. We're gonna exit the body, then go to the lab because we're gonna try to look for a ladle. I know. It's that. I don't know why a ladle specifically for a burnt carcass body, but sure, why not? Okay, here it goes. Get the loppers. Bosch. Oh, I haven't got it all. This skin here. There we go. Loppers. And now we exit and go. Ladle. Ah. See what I did? Things well covered. Indeed, yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, so for some reason we can't use the ladle, so we're gonna go talk to Ridley quickly. And what it says here is click the exit, then head to basement. So after I've talked to Ridley for just a quick second by basically spamming his dialogue, we go back to the basement, and now we're looking for a vacuum pump. And the reason for that is when we are actually... Yo, Lucida, welcome to the stream. Welcome to our sponsored segment of the world's first speedrun of this game that is coming out tomorrow. So we're getting to speedrun this game a day before release, and I spent basically all day today routing the speedrun. It's been very, very intensive, but been a lot of fun. I hope you're doing well. Alright, so once we've done this, we're getting a vacuum pump from here, which is just here. And if I recall correctly, we're going to take the vacuum pump all the way back, and we're going to be moving a table that's kind of nearer towards the centrifuge, and then moving that over closer to it to then try to vacuum out all the blood that's still inside of the carcass. Vibing as usual? Hell yeah. Why is it the only way to the basement? I would love to know. I think that because that way is closed off for us, and I don't know why. But it's there. But you know what is not closed off? Is this segue for me telling you about where you can go and check out this game. And that is in the chat right now, in our Twitch chat. And there is a link right there. Go click on the link. If you are intrigued about the game, go wishlist it. Go get it tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow. Hell yeah. Thank you very much, Will. Yeah, we are going to do another 12 hours at some point, don't I? Because that was a lot of fun. Right, locate the padlock. We need to go back to our office. It's going to be the left drawer in the desk. And I wonder if the code's going to be the same, actually. Let's have a look-see.
Focus, Jack. Is there really anything you...
Okay, the code is static. Okay. Thank you, Weatherspoons, for telling me Guinness 0.0 out is available in Weatherspoons. Okay. Just got the most random like app notification ever. 3649.
Yep. I'm sure I wrote the code
49. There we go. And here we have got some little memoirs and some stuff. So we got statue and a book. Now inside of this book, I believe, is something that's relating to Alice. So we're gonna get a little bit of like a vocal flashback of, you know, memories of Alice, basically.
I regret so much every day.
There we go.
Every fucking day.
Oh yeah, skipping the dialogue. I need to remember I can do that. I can definitely save more time because skipping dialogue is kind of like an important part of the speedrun, but I'm still very invested in hearing a guy talk. I don't know if it's just me. Alright, here we go. Oh, I love doing that! I won't lie. That is so much fun. That is so much fun. Now, that is technically where you can save seconds. That was me spamming the spacebar to go through all of the dialogue, basically. Because it is not, like, limited at all, like, for you skipping, you can go in and spam that keyboard. Is streaming the exact same thing? Yeah, that's because there's a few people who are, you know, showcasing the game before release today. I am also one of those, yeah. Right, so we're going to be attaching the hose to the machine. Again, this is a sponsored stream. Team 17 sponsored me to speedrun it today. So I've routed out everything, and it's all looking very, very toasty for about like a 2-hour speedrun. Right, here we go. Time to soak up all the blood. So I say soak up, but vacuum all the bloods. And there you go. And again, if you are intrigued by this game, go wishlist it. Go get it in your wish list. Because if you like Autopsy, if you like seeing bodies, this game's for you. Looks like you have to night out. Yo, same! That's why I don't go out often anymore.
Still a few nooks and crannies left.
Yes, I'm trying. There we go. There's a lot. Okay.
External examinations did not
And
reveal tissue defects that would reach
there's
the
some.
organs. So I expect the organs to be intact.
Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme your blood in it. I don't know why I'm singing that.
In a way, it's quite
The
extraordinary.
only time you say the game sucks, then it's a good game. Exactly. Exactly. The game sucks literally for good purpose. Well, because of good game, am I right? Game good. Game good. Yeah, this little bit here right at the end is like quite the hardest part to get the final bits
Such severe burns,
of it out. But it's done. Now we can get the syringe and obtain 2 samples. Here we go. Here's one.
The level of which I will determine.
You got all the organs, but you get the blood. Well, here's the thing. There's an actual nudity filter. You can actually turn the nudity filter off. But because of Twitch TOS compliance, I am turning it up. I'm turning it on, which makes a ton of sense. Oh, notebook. Here's the sample for you right here. That is a hot dog. Aha. Okay. There we go. I was like, wait a second. It's like Power Wash Simulator trying to get into the crevices. You know what? Go tell that to like to one of your forensic doctor friends. I'm sure they'd have a blast hearing that, genuinely. That's brilliant, Flying Fox. I love that. Right, this one's now going to be 10 minutes for 85%. So we're going to bring it over, 85%. Bosh, start the centrifuge. We wait. Then we get the vials. Then we get to the lab. Then we do the stuff. That's your next pickup line. Sick. Let me know how that goes. You know what? Color me intrigued. I'm curious to see how that goes down. New DLC. Oof. Oof. Well, we'll see about that one. We'll see about that one. Right. Anyway. What do I have to do from here? Yeah. So we're gonna do the same bits here. No. I like it when. Well, here's the thing. We've also seen brains in this game as well. So I don't know. This one's gonna be 2 millimeters per. And hold the left mouse button, put it in, grab 2. Ugh. Set up the pipette to be yet another 2 milliliters. 1, 2. Good. Down it goes. And bosh. Okay. So, process something in the lab. There we go. So sometimes you have to wait for a second before you can enter the sample into the chromatograph, but it's no biggie, no rush. So from here, we need to go back to the heart analysis. Yes.
What? Where?
Oh, yeah, the body's not here anymore. Oh, yeah, the body's just disappeared.
Did he take that fucking body?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know where one of them is. I'm curious to see if this works like this.
What?
There's a brain.
What's going on here?
Okay, so I'm curious. I was wondering if I do need to talk to Ridley at this point. Yes, okay, so I need to talk to Ridley first before I do anything. When I was doing this little bit here, I was kind of like searching throughout all of the area and stuff like that. But I wonder if I just need to find the brain and then go back to the body after talking to Ridley. Like, if those are the only trigger points. No. Okay. I have to go searching through all of the other rooms.
Maybe I
Okay, so that is a trigger point. Okay.
think I'm just tired.
You hate it when a dead body gets up and starts walking around? Yo, same, actually.
I think I'm just
Same. I don't think it's the most comfy thing I've ever had in my life. Okay. I'd like to think that's it, but we're going to do one quick check. This is a speedrun thing that I'll have to revise my notes for later. Yep, okay, so you just do those 4 rooms, and then you're good. Okay.
We can now be sure that the
Now,
hemoglobin
syringe.
concentration was fake.
No. Heart. Hi, Miss Oaken. Good to see you, friend. Welcome on in. We've got our sound effects off for today, just for this little segment here. Then we can bring everything back soon. But how you doing? Welcome onto the stream.
Congestion of the organ.
What are we doing? Okay, yeah.
Off my list now.
So we're running out of heart attack.
We will
Good.
look at the lungs more carefully.
Then leg. Apparently, no. We need to do the lungs.
Like the heart, it is
So
congested,
nothing about the lungs. Okay,
and
good.
The color indicates poisoning. Thermal damage is visible here and there.
Other lung. We're good.
Enough of the external exam. It's time to
Nothing that we need to do
dissect
now.
them. I need to check
I'm trying
for
to
the obstruction.
Trying to confirm against my notes. Dissect the lungs of the cutting board. Okay. So I think I wrote that wrong, but I'll fix that up later in my notes. Here we go. Ow. Yeah, every time you cut it wrong, it hurts your
You
body.
can see changes in the lung parenchyma caused by burns and smoke inhalation.
Oh, yeah. No, I am correct. I didn't forgot to scroll down. Now we need to go back and get the trachea, I think.
So let's complete the notes.
After we completed the
Let's
notes.
check the trachea.
Yep. I was right. Okay, so now we do the trachea.
The color is the same.
Have a look at
as
it.
the organs.
Spin it around for good luck. And... oh, for God's sake, every time. We need to let the clipboard thing happen. Then we can back out. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's probably the most fun thing about this is that, like, you know, to kind of look things quickly, you just spam it around like 360 as quickly as you
There are
can.
visible burns inside. but
Visible burns inside. So what we need to do from here is
looks like our subject was in the
open
thick
the
of the fire.
back of the
Let's deal with
body,
the final
apparently.
notes, and we're ready to go. Let's deal with the final notes.
Exit out the clipboard
Ready
then
to
to
go.
dissect. Cut open the back of the body I've got here. Okay. Or not. So it's going to be gas poisoning is the probable death cause, which is
indicate that he must have been surrounded by fire during the examination.
natural no
That could have contributed to the victim's death.
accident. Okay. So I don't know if it's if I've got my notes different here. Maybe because one of the bits that it's asking me to do is give a urine. Okay, I need to close up the body. I was just gonna go back home and just leave it there. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, one of the segments of my notes is I had to give a urine sample. So I don't know if like that is different per like you know per playthrough. If it is, then that is super interesting. We'll need to double check that one because I might have skipped through the dialogue and you know skipped when I said I'd comply to it. So we'll find out.
All the best and good night.
All the best and good night.
God.
Okay, so if we do get a urine sample, then we just skip the dialogue.
His gloves off.
Yes, we do. Okay. So I was right.
This is it.
Okay. So now we go to said bathroom and give sample. There's a toilet. To hell with you, you're dead anyway. Well, yeah. What are they... Oh my god, what is that? One vine. Yeah, I got skills. Yeah, I'm dead. What you gonna do about it? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? There's a sample. And then we got to go back and then call the taxi from our office. Spam the dialogue. After seeing that guy just appear out from the chair. Okay, cool. Now here we can spam the dialogue. So you ready for this? Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun. Head home, it says.
Jesus, what now?
Office whiskey, apparently. Tap, tap, tap for yo. Penguin's close. Good to see you, friends. Okay, take your pills in the bathroom. There we go. Honestly, that is one of the most fun things about a speedrun. For me personally, is How quick you can spam, as I keep saying this, how quickly you can spam is a time save.
An hour.
No macros involved, just a time save of spamming. Drink the whiskey, going up on the sofa.
Strong.
No chapter split yet. This is technically the in-between between chapter 4 and 5.
Spinning.
I love this little section here. I'm just going to let you guys just watch it. Totally normal dream. Totally normal. Totally. By the way, this is going to be a sub 2 hour speedrun. I'm calling it now. This is a sub 2 hour. I'm calling it right now. Oh yeah, check the object that fell through the window. Of course. That's the one. Yeah, this one is. Okay, get the brick. Obviously, there's a fear of painting. That too as well, yeah. MBK, good to see you. Well, come on in, bud. How's it going? Oh, down the dialogue. Take the pills. Then we need to go to the autopsy room. Head to do the apron, gloves, the voice recorder, and then the police notes. Okie dokie. Happens when it means you ain't treated the bodies properly before storing. Potentially. Gloves. No. Talk to Ridley? Oh, yeah. Spam through dialogue. Head to Ridley. Bathroom pills. Whoops. I got that wrong. I lost a bit of time.
Are you deaf?
There we go. See, there's a lot of conversation between Ridley and Jack right now. So, oh, now we got to go to take the pills. Yeah, I did it in the wrong order, so I've got to take the pills again. Doesn't matter if you're at a point where, like, you know, you're calm and stuff like that. It has to be structurally in order of how the game wants you to play it. So, can't cheatsy around it just a little bit. But you know what you can't cheat is checking out the game on Steam by clicking that link in the chat. Am I right? Nice segue again. All time loss, yeah. Alright, so what was it? It was the voice recorder. And then we're getting ready to do the police notes here. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we're going to unclove. Then we get the camera. And take the photos. We got my photo points listed on my notes. So let's press F2, get the camera. Take a full body shot. Oh, by the way, they've got no leg. Lovely. We are going to do it on the right arm joint here. Lower right ribs. So just around here-ish, I think it was there. Then I've got the right knee. The top chest bone I've got. I should probably go around to do this one. So top chest bone. I think it was just around here-ish. I know the lips. Inner elbow.
The palm and front of the hand is
left leg joint. There.
The deceased is also missing her left leg.
And it should be around here somewhere. I think, unless I got that wrong. Unless I got that wrong. It should be around here somewhere. Oh boy. Top chest bone. Problem. Where is it? Oh, there. Okay, so we've got to do it on this side. Okay, good. A little bit of a time loss, but at least I've got some confirmation for this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from here, we need to go click on the body for the bits so we can then start to magnify.
Focus.
Yeah, exit out, tab magnifying glass. Okay, good.
The overall picture is...
Actually, no. No, we do have to do this first. And then at some point, we have to get the UV glass. UV lamp even, sorry. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Yep, move over a little bit. 5, 6, and then 7 on the right knee. Gonna finish that torso. Nah, it's done. It's fine. Click on it. Get the clipboards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Click on all the bits.
Extensive toxicological tests.
There we go. Good. Now once we've clicked on all of those marked wounds, then we can get the UV lamp from this point. Okay.
Check the UV lamp. Case is strong. Alice, you know that I would never.
For those who missed it, on the body it said, "You did this to her." Oh boy. They're missing a leg. Oh boy. Yike. But it's pretty cool with the UV lights, isn't it? Like, you know, hidden messages. Oh my god, it's creepy. Return to the autopsy. Ugh. No, I did not do that, Miss Oaken. Okay, from here, we need to do the UV lamp again. And this time it's not actually that weird thing that we saw, and it was actually, you know, normal things. Like, I say normal things, but look at the bodies. So here's something else this time. Here's the next kind of bit of, like, the autopsy process that's... We've done a lot of, like, you know, the cutting, the loppers and stuff like that. Oh, boy.
The police will have plenty to do. If I can find my hard drive. What? Oh, no. Is it happened? Alice. I'm sorry. What have I done to you, Alice?
Oh, no. That was Alice.
My mind. I must have gone crazy.
But anyway, we're going to get the hard drive from our office, and then we're going to go get the x-ray machine to actually, you know, to try to inspect more of the cranial damage that's going inside of the body that we're doing the autopsy process on. Nothing weird happened. Everything's fine. Yeah? Thumbs up in the chat if everything's fine, yeah? Thumbs up.
The phone ring.
Oh. Spam for the dialogue. There we go. Oh, man. Thumbs up. Yeah. Everything's okay. Yeah. All right. Now, I'm going to be very real about this bit. This bit coming up here is... I got very confused there. I didn't quite understand, like, the concept of what I had to do. Then I had to do, like, quite a few replays, it did take me a bit of time to figure it out. And, it, like, every time that you back out, you go at the beginning of the chapter. So... For those who want to know exactly how you do this bit, this is what you do. You've got to try to move the x-ray machine into the center of this board. You then want to try to expand it so that it matches the edges of these corners. Once you've done that, then you just move it over a little bit to the right. So it's basically kind of matching the square a little bit. So I think you've got to do a little bit more. Like, that's what you want to try to do, but you've got to try to level it correctly, so.
Okay.
There we go. That's how you do it. It was really tough for me to figure that one out, but it doesn't give you full definition of it, so that's what you got to do, for those who want to know.
All right.
Okay, hard drive 2 is the lab, and I think I kind of remember this a bit, because this bit's a bit more fresh in my brain, so... What we got to do is we got to upload the x-ray that we just taken, print it, so that we can then put that behind us. And now we're coming up to like the final 5 minutes of the game, basically. So this is a sub 2 hour run, which is pretty sick.
Damn. I knew these flickering lights would drive anyone over the edge.
And from here, what we got to do is we got to try to bring the power back up. Unfortunately, it's not just as easy as throwing the switches. It's actually blowing everything up, and, like, you know, the generator is now needed because there's no power throughout the building. So we've now got to use...
What?
That body was moving. Okie dokie. Fan dabby dozy, just what I always wanted. Yay.
Locked. For once, Ridley's carelessness will be useful. It's getting cold.
Now, here probably you could take the pills, But just to speed the game up a little bit, I am going to have it with that kind of like, you know, that dicey kind of movement. So if it is a little bit disorientating, I do apologize.
Keeper of the keys has left his post.
It would take about maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds for us to actually take the pills, but
fuck it. I'm gonna get a hammer.
it's a speed run. It's a speed run. It's fine. What next from here? So the hammer is going to be incoming jump scare. Not gonna tell you. If it happens, right? That's the best thing I can say.
Jesus.
So the hammer's here. I remember that like very well actually, because I've had to do this end bit like a few times because, again, as I mentioned, if you back out, it doesn't save your process. I don't think there is a save button, so you know you go right back to the start of a chapter. So you don't want to mess up, and you don't want to go back to the main menu. What we're doing right now is that somebody locked this this bit here, and they didn't provide us with a key, so we have to find our own way to get in. And we got a very interesting QTE. I'm just trying to line up that circle into the middle circle, and this last one here is really tough. So there we go. The timing for that is intensive, is all I'm gonna say. Okay, so initially the generator does not come with a handle. The handle is just in this blue box right here. Grab it.
I think this will work.
We're going to try to start it twice. And lo and behold,
something wrong. Great.
There's no fuel. So we got to go find fuel. Great. Like, they're not going to give it to you just that easy. You know, you have to do something else to be able to make things work, right? It's like one step forward, two steps back, basically. Now, we get the fuel can. This one took me a while to figure out as well. Just here, clicking it twice. Then you can right-click in it, which becomes an equipable item, for which you are then able to refill the generator from that point. And final split should be coming very shortly. Again, I'm hoping I could talk with the devs so I actually get the final split going, but I'll chat to them later. Okay. Right. Twice.
Another empty.
And the time will end once it starts to fade, as you can hear the audio. Time. 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 52 second in-game time speedrun. World first of Autopsy Simulator any percent. This is the final cutscene that you will have for the Dead Memories experience of this game. Again, they are bringing in an autopsy-only mode to the game, like later down the year, but that is a speedrun. Technically world records. Technically world records. World first, world records. Ow. I know, I'm bragging over here. I get punched for bragging. God damn it.
Stupid. What do you mean? This has got to be some kind of mistake.
Thank you, Jax Effect. Appreciated. ZZ, thank you very much for the 46 months as well. Thank you. That's a long time. 2 months away from 4 years, buddy.
Here. But
Shut up! Can you shut your mouth for just 1 fucking second? To me, you are just a murderer.
What?
What? Knocked down? You thought
But I get up again. Sorry.
What you're talking
Penguin
about.
Explosive, thank you for the 2 gifted subs as well. Thank you very, very much.
Sister.
Yeah, I got it. There we go.
Any courage.
2 gift sub, you mean gift 2?
Disgusts
Wait.
me. I suspect
Sub
that
2, so you mean 2 gifted subs.
soon as I
Oh,
find
you
out that-
cheeky devil, man. Cheeky son of a bitch. Thank you, Penguin Explosive, absolute legend.
Aneurysms, unexplained circumstances.
Cool.
Who are you
So
trying
I
to
know
fool?
I could probably get this down quite a lot because I was
God's sakes, you're a
not
doctor.
skipping some of the dialogue. I wonder if I could get it down to about a 145 as a speedrun. I'm genuinely curious. Unfortunately, there's not a way to skip this final, the final cutscene. So this is, I will say, like, that is the point at which I would call it at, but
A ring, photos.
I don't know if there's anything else from this point onwards. Like, what other if there's any other endings. I don't know personally. I might have a chat with Team 17 to see if there is anything else. Because then, like, if I do end up making boards and stuff like that as well, I kind of know what else to include as, like, the speedrun routing and stuff like that as well. So, either way, you never know. You might see some more speedruns of this from me. You never know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the speedrun. Once again, I'll do my final spiels once this cutscene's all over and done with, alright?
And I'll just stand there and watch.
Her tumor was incurable.
That's a filthy lie.
This... It was only a matter of time.
Again.
It's such a dramatic
lying.
ending piece as
Some of the
well.
Scans.
You know what? I think I've had enough of your bullshit.
All right, all right.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I lied, but hear me out. We had an argument that day. Worse than usual. I was drunk. And I was angry. There was a fight. I pushed her. I pushed her against the wall. She hit her head and...
Uh-oh.
She fell.
Uh-oh.
Just like that.
Whoa.
Limp and lifeless.
So it was Jack's fault, of
panicked.
course.
I thought, I don't know. I didn't think it all. I was afraid I had caused it. That someone will accuse me. That'll be the end of my
Yep,
career.
we had a bad guy, yep.
When I called it
It was me, Dio, all along.
It was too late. Way too late.
It wasn't an accident.
And then I lied. I said that's how I found her. That I wasn't there with her. And now...
Just blame aliens. No, go away, background download. And nobody wants you. There we go, goodbye.
Don't think about it.
Stupid symbol wall right now. Seriously, in the outro? How could you?
Dead memories. As if I didn't exist at all. Since that day.
Fuck, here we go again.
Even now. Even now, you have the nerve to lie.
Steven, I'm sorry. I suffered too.
It wasn't an
For interrupting stream of a VS update, I know, right?
Someone has to pay for this.
What's going on here? Steven dropped the gun.
It's none of your business, Sean.
I mean, it's
Leave
kind
and
of
forget
Sean's
you saw
business.
anything.
Kind of.
Steve, you know I can't do that.
Mr. Ridley, please, run!
Shut up!
You know I'll shoot if I have to.
In this case,
There's two of us. Steven, no!
And that's the end of the game. That's the end of the game. It's such like a major cliffhanger, isn't it? It's such a major cliffhanger. Ah! So, did we survive? We don't know. Big cliffhanger. Once again, thank you to Team 17 for sponsoring us to perform to everybody this world first speedrun. Again, for those who do not know, it took me about 6 or 7 hours of routing the speedrun. Today, being informed about doing this segment, doing the speedrun, it took, from the moment I woke up, basically I've been doing nothing but routing. Getting myself immediately to stream to showcase all of this to you guys. I hope you guys had an amazing, amazing time checking out the kind of the inner workings behind a speedrunner, because you lot heard me kind of like repeating a lot of what I was like going through my notes and kind of saying them out loud. Like I was having to make very, very quick notes so that I could really try to go through and route as quickly as I can. And to take it from a 6 to 7 hour sort of casual playthrough of routing to a sub to hour, that is fantastic. That is genuinely fantastic. That was better than I could have imagined. I was thinking about like at least like about 4 hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours as a speedrun, but like 2 hours? Damn, son. It's fantastic. Feel like with the added story mode, calling this a simulator is kind of doing it. Yeah, no, I understand it's taking me slaves, but this is why I say, like, it's good to, like, just play through it itself, because there is kind of a cool little story mode as well. Again, I don't know if there's any other scenarios. I don't know if there's any other stories. So there may be more, like, content that comes out. Again, they are releasing an autopsy-only mode later in the year, so keep an eye out for that if you are... if you are intrigued by just doing the simulation parts and you just want to learn, like, perform autopsies, you can do that in future. I like that. I was very intrigued by the kind of like the way that the story kind of went down as well. Like it's, you know, the kind of fighting of the inner demons and like how, you know, it's kind of like, you know, like it's kind of trespassing your force and it's obviously showing you things as well. But amongst the kind of job that they were doing at the same time, like, very curious the tale of that as well. But that guy Steve, he was a bit of a dick, wasn't he? just a little bit at the end, just a little bit. Again, there is a lot more story that we have not even prefaced in the speedrun. We skip basically every single bit of story. That's what a speedrun is, obviously. So if you are wanting to find out a little bit more, because there is more characters that didn't even get a voice because I skipped through it, go check out the game, !autopsy in the Twitch chat if you wanted to find out more information about the game. At the point of recording this today and streaming this today, it's June 5th. The game will already be out. So if you're watching this and you're intrigued by it, go check it out on Steam. It's out now. At the point of this recording, you're watching it, the things I said. But I had a great time. I had a fantastic time with this. I had a fantastic time. Thank you to Team 17 once again for sponsoring the stream. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. And I've been intrigued to see, like, if you guys get the game and you actually do play through the story organically, I want to hear what your thoughts are. How you guys enjoyed the story as well. Let me know. I'd be very curious. Like, hit me up in my Discord if you wanted to find out more. Like, if you wanted to tell me about your experience of it, I would be very, very intrigued. And also, Matt Clements, thank you very much for your kindness for today. I big appreciate you. Yes, I'm calling you out, you fucking legend. Yeah. Yeah, Team 17 would be amazing to myself and this community. And what a cool opportunity today has been. Once the credits have rolled out, I can't unfortunately skip it right now, just as an FYI. Once the credits have rolled out, I'll be taking a break and also we'll be stopping the recording part of it. So if you're watching the recording back, I want to say thank you very much for watching the speedrun. And I would love to see some more people getting involved with the speedrun. If you are curious in getting involved with speedrun, you can hit me up in Discord. At Nikoheart is my my handle. You can hit me up on Twitter. Yes, it's Twitter. You can hit me up in his channel on twitch.tv/Nikoheart. The socials are a good place to get me. I'm always active on most places. So yeah, just let me know, because again, as I mentioned, I will try to get the autosplitter a public resource by the 6th. I believe that it should work. I just missed out one bit of code, so hopefully by tomorrow it'll be live. It'll be live in live split. So if you are using live split, all you just have to do is right click, edit splits, go find Autopsy Simulator, and then it should have a little activate button for which you can just get the autosplitter working. Until I can get some more added code from the devs, or like find some other ways of doing it for like pointer scanning or something like that, I don't foresee a automatic end split right now. But again, manual splitting is not too hard. I could find a point, like an absolute point, where we would have to like, you know, where it would count for the correct timing and stuff. But again, if you are speedrunning, it would just be a manual end split, and the point of the end split would be when the audio has faded out of the generator, and that's all you need to know. Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'll open up the boards. I'll open up the boards literally after I do the stream. I have a speed run technically. I might as well like get that unlocked. So Team 17, I'll handle the speed run boards of Autopsy Simulator. Why not? I have the capability. I've made boards before. I'll handle it. I'll get the boards going. I'll get the autosplitter going. I'll do all of it. Perfect. Yeah. I'm a speedrunner. All right, we're coming up towards the end of the credits, and there we go, back towards the main menu. Right, we're gonna cap off this this bit of the sponsor stream. Again, if you are watching today, if you're watching at the point of like before the day of release, if you're watching after the day of release, if you're watching this on Steam, if you're watching on Twitch, wherever you're watching it, thank you everybody who has checked out this speedrun. I may do some more speedruns. I'll have a think about it once I come back from a break, but I hope you all had a great time in checking this out with me, and look forward to seeing some more speedruns for some more people. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.